Hey everybody, so today I thought I'd go over my 2021 Kawasaki Brute Force 300. This has got a 271cc motor. It's single overhead cam with approximately 20 or 21 horsepower. It's completely automatic, shaft driven, two-wheel drive. The gears selector is on your right side of the machine. Right over here you have low, high, neutral, and reverse. Very simple to use. Front and rear racks. The rack rear is rated for 66 pounds. The front is rated for 44 pounds. And on both the racks, I can show you on the front here, both the racks have these metal protrusions randomly put on the racks. You got a solid little bumper here. You also have a spot for a worn winch that's already in place. So all you have to do is bolt your winch on and wire it up and you're good to go. Two 35-watt headlights in the front. I'd like to show you a little bit of the storage that they give you. So here's your storage right in the front. It opens with two rubber latches. So you just open it up. It's got a little bit of room in there for 3 or 4 small bottles of water. And this here is kind of neat. I've never seen this before. I thought this was kind of a cool little thing. It's just a little container. You can put your registration or the very small basic toolkit they give you. I might as well show you the toolkit while we're here. So again, it's just a very basic toolkit. A 12 and a 10 millimeter wrench, Phillips head screwdriver. They even give you a little tire gauge that goes up to like 6 pounds. Because these tires are supposed to be at like 4 pounds maximum. And there's your spark plug wrench. Very simple, but that's really all you need. Most of this machine is Phillips heads or 8 millimeter wrench. So it's very simple to work on. Closes up just as easy as it opens. Nice and neat, no jumping around in there. Talking about the tires a little bit. Both front and rear are Maxxis tires. They're called AT Maxxis. The front is 22 by 7 by 10. The rear is 22 by 10 by 10. Let's move on to suspension. Both shocks in the front are preload adjustable. It has a single shock in the rear, and that is also preload adjustable. The floorboard area, I thought the floorboards were well done. They're certainly plenty wide enough. I'll give you a little demonstration with my size 10 boot. You can see there's more than enough room there. With my, like I said, size 10 boot. And these here are really grippy. They're also grippy in here. Move the snow for you. And it's got plenty, obviously, all these holes, plenty of drainage for when you're going through those deep puddles or water crossings. So it'll drain nice, and you got plenty of grip there, plenty of stability when you're bouncing around a little bit. Got a real nice feel to it. While we're over here, near the shifter, the gear selector is a little spot for a water bottle. So moving up to the handlebar area, we'll start off with the parking brake. That's engaged on, disengaged off. You can literally do it with one finger. Okay, so that's pretty cool. To adjust it, you have these bolts down here for when it loosens up a little bit. Very simple. You just twist those and tighten it up a little bit and you're good to go. While we're over here, lights, high, low beams, lights on, high, low. This here is your starting button. Green is starting. This is your kill switch. This yellow button is kind of interesting. This is a reverse override button. So if you need to go a little bit faster or a little bit more power in reverse, you just press this button, because when you're in reverse normally you're governed to a certain speed. I don't want to go so fast. You hit this button and you go faster and get a little more power. While we're over here, this is the choke underneath. Very simple. You just flip it on, choke off. Very simple to use. On the other side of the handlebars, you have your thumb throttle, typical ATV throttle. And in the front, if you notice right here, that's just a throttle limiter. It's gonna, if you want to adjust that and move the screw in, it allows you to restrict how much you can push in the throttle. Here are your brakes, rear brake, front brakes, handle grips. You also have a foot brake on the right side, down here. And you have 2 hand grip brakes. Very easy to use. Let's move on to the dash. I'll show you what's going on up here. So, one click on engages everything. The funny thing is you have to click it over one more time to turn on the lights. So we'll just put it on for now and show you what's going on up here at the dashboard. You have a hot-cold temperature gauge, you have a clock, you have a speedometer, and you have a fuel gauge right here all the way on the right, and there's your miles per hour. So, and you have indicator lights on both sides to tell you what's going on. Low gear, high beam, neutral, reverse. Here's your 2 buttons to set everything. Reset the, it also has a trip. So you can reset the trip and set your clock with these 2 little buttons. And as I said, to activate the front headlights, you just click it over one more time. Gas tank holds 3.2 gallons of fuel. Talking about the brakes a little bit. You have dual 180 millimeter discs in the front. You have single 180 millimeter in the rear. So coming right down here, this is your fuel on off. I just wanted to show you that, your fuel on off. It also has, if you flip it all the way that way, I believe, it has a reserve tank. That's also a nice little added feature Kawasaki did. So if we could move to the back a little bit, show you what's going on back here. You have brake lights, obviously. You have stop lights. A little reflector up here, nice to have for safety. And again, we mentioned the shocks earlier. There's the adjustment for it. You just take your shock wrench and you twist it to up in the preload. That's all it has is preload. That's all you need. Solid axle machine. Here is your toe tang. You can put a 2-inch ball or whatever size ball you need right here. It's got, I believe it's a 500-pound capacity tow limit. You can see it's got a little bit of a skid plate, but not much. So the seat, I wanted to show you this on the seat. There's a latch right here. I don't know if you can see it, but my finger's on it. You just, to activate the seat, to remove it, you just push that to the side, pop up. Here's that latch again, better view of it. Very simple, mechanically very simple. You pop that up. Right here is your air filter, your air box, which is just accessed by what, 1, 2, 3, 4 little pop nubby things here. Here's your battery, your fuse box. Very simple. This here, actually the dealership put this on, and I'm glad they did. This is just to trickle charge your battery, to slow charge it. To put the seat cover back on, very simple. You just pop it back on like that and you're good to go. On this side of the machine, I'll show you real quick. It is, like I told you, it's electric start with the green button. But then if you're out on the trail and your battery dies, you have a pull start for backup, which is good. So you have 2 options. To activate this though, you have to turn it and then pull it out. You can see how it locks in, and it's actually a good idea, engineering idea. All that does is going to keep the water and the dirt out of your motor, which is obviously an ideal situation. Top speed on this is like 51 or 52 miles per hour, plenty fast enough. I'm approximately, let's say 180 pounds, about 6 feet, certainly 6'1" with these boots on, and ergonomically this thing feels awesome for me. It fits me just right. Really like the feel of it. So let me go ahead and turn this thing on for you. We'll see how it sounds. So that's with about half a choke. Pretty cold out here, it's about 32 degrees. Started right up. So there it is, folks. I just wanted to show you my new 2021 Kawasaki Brute Force 300, and I can't wait to get it up into New Hampshire and Maine on the trails and try it out up there. Should be a lot of fun. So thanks for watching, everybody, and see you on the next video.